Welcome back to RESIPOD, your go-to place for everything silicones. Today, in this episode, Beyond the Bench, we are looking at what truly defines success for CROs in specialty chemicals. Technical capability is essential, but safety, quality, and compliance are what builds the long-term credibility. We'll explore how leading CROs embed these principles into everyday operations and why they are no longer optional in an high stakes, innovation driven industry. Let's get started.
Hello everyone, welcome back to RESIPOD. I'm Reshma and this is episode 12. So today we are going to talk about an important topic, why safety, quality and compliance matters so much for CROs in specialty chemical industries. So today we have two special guests with us. Dr. Jegadheesh Thampi, a thought leader in the outsourcing industries with over 20 years of experience building and scaling CRDMO business. He is currently associated with CRT as an advisor, helping shapes its strategic divisions. Also with us is Mr. Sintu Mathew, project manager at CRTI, who brings hands-on insights from front lines of specialty chemicals, R&D, and collaboration. So Sintu, before going into the topic, just for my understanding and listeners too, could you give a quick overview of what CRTA does and what is your team focuses on?
Thank you, Reshma. CRT is Customs Research and Technology Innovation. We are an agile, customer-centric, and science-focused organization specializing in specialty chemicals, polymers, and silicon.
Sintu, over to you.
Yeah. Before we deep dive into these individual topics, sir, I would like to know your broad views on these aspects of safety, quality, and compliance.
Okay. First of all, thanks, Reshma and Sindhu, for inviting me here and to share some of my views. It's a very relevant question and very important question. So, how I look at safety, quality, or compliance, these are all, linked to the organization's sustainability aspects and also to the operational excellence aspects, which I will elaborate little later. How these are the linkage, or how these are the safety, quality, and compliance are linked to the sustainability and the operational excellence. And in a sense, you know, it's all part of an organization's culture and values. That's how I look at. If it is addressed at the culture and the value level, that's a time. That's when you see that safety or quality or compliance. These aspects are institutionalized in the organization.
Thank you, sir. So let's begin with safety. Often it's treated like a checklist, but in operations, we know it's more of a mindset. Could you share your thoughts on that?
Okay. So, safety is much beyond SOPs or engineering controls or personal protective equipments. I understand that these are extremely important aspects of safety, but you know, operational safety is much beyond that. As I mentioned, it is related to the mindsets and it is related to the culture of the organization, right? And to build such a culture which respects safe work environment or which ensures a safe work environment, the top leadership has a lot to play, lot to do. The top leadership team, the tone at the top decides the culture of an organization, right? So in that respect, if it is a top down approach, setting up a culture which values these aspects is easy. Yeah.
Great. So that's so true, sir. So there's always a notion that safe work is not efficient work. Is that true? What are your thoughts on this?
No, actually, that's a wrong notion. I can tell you that safe work is a good example of operational efficiency or operational excellence. This is what I was referring to in the beginning. That I will give you how the operational excellence can link to safety or other way around. I mean, how safety can link to operation excellence. You think of a situation, every employee of an organization feel that they are working in a safe environment, or when they go back to their home, they have that satisfaction that they had a very safe, work day. That, to me, that's an operational efficiency. That is one of the best example of efficient way of working. That's how. That's why I said that the safe work environment or operational safety has direct relationship with operational excellence as well.
Wow, sir, that's a great thought. Yeah, I just very well connect with that thought. That if a person can work freely without thinking that he is safe or not safe, I think that definitely increases efficiency. So perfectly, so great. So, sir, just now, what, just moving away from safety a little more, we'll come back to that. We would like to touch upon a little bit on our second topic, that is
Yeah.
on quality. So, sir, everybody uses the term quality, but its meaning can vary widely. What is your view on this concept?
Yeah. Again, you will see that I'm going back to the organizational culture or the sustainability aspects. See, quality is also, if you look at in that perspective, it's very much ingrained in the culture of the organization, and it can also be a part of your operational excellence. There was a time many of us used to think that ensuring the quality of the products of an organization or the service of an organization is the job of the quality assurance or a quality control department. That's not true. It's also not true that measuring the quality of the product repeatedly will give you quality products. So that's a time people started looking at a process-driven quality approach. The assumption or the presumption there is, if there is a process designed to give right kind of quality, it will consistently give quality products. But then, today, if you look at, if there is a culture which respects quality, or everyone in the system understands the importance of the quality, or if an organization can build that culture, that's when the processes are designed by design, will meet the product quality, and you will not have quality issues in the product. So what I'm trying to say is that from a product driven quality concept to a process driven quality concept, today we are at a culture driven quality concept. So in that aspect, everyone in the organization has a role to play, whether it is safety, whether it is quality, whether it is compliance. If you just take the quality aspect, often it is thought that the team, like the manufacturing or testing or R&D, those who directly are connected to the product are only responsible for ensuring the quality of the product. It is far from reality. Anyone and everyone who is in the organization is responsible or a role to play to ensure the quality.
Wow, sir. So we understand, sir. I think what we get from this thought is that we should move into a culture-driven quality
Right,
concept.
right.
Yes, sir. So, sir, when we move into a culture-driven quality concept, what do you feel would be the challenges that can come when we move into a culture like a culture-driven quality concept? Actually?
Okay. So, implementing a quality initiative has cost,
Yeah.
but the cost of quality is also huge. This realization has to happen at every level of the organization and also at the top level. Like I mentioned in the case of safety, it has to be again a top-driven approach. So what I meant by cost of quality is that if the product is not meeting the quality of the market's expectation, there will be recalls. That is and then there is a reputation risk. That is the cost of quality, right? So, but at the same time, if you look at implementing quality initiatives or building a culture compared to that quality of cost, this is where one has to focus. The challenge is, coming back to your question, is alignment. Alignment of the senior leadership team, alignment of the middle management, and alignment at the execution level, and also the thinking that quality is not my responsibility, because I am not in any of the departments or any of the areas which comes in direct contact with the product. Those are some of the challenges.
Okay. So, sir, we understand that the importance of these processes in the areas of production, etc. But you also mentioned about enabling departments like HR, marketing, etc. So, can you explain like how do they contribute in this concept?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Thanks for asking that question. That gives me an opportunity to share a small story with you as well. So, as you rightly pointed out, everyone in the system has a role to play, and they should work for that work satisfaction. Doesn't matter whether it is a production, R&D, testing, HR, finance, procurement, warehouse, doesn't matter. Everyone should work towards that work satisfaction. So the story goes like this. I was traveling several years ago and stopped for the lunch at a mall in the food court of the mall. So I found that one portion of the mall area, a gentleman is replacing relaying the tiles. So the tiles have already removed a few of them, I think quarter of that area, and he is relaying tiles. And I'm waiting for my lunch, so I have nothing else to do rather than looking at the tile relaying activity. So while I am sitting there, I saw that he has placed one tile, and then basically there is only one person. He is the I mean, there are no other staff there. So after laying the tiles, he goes to a distance. He essentially comes next to me, and then looks at the tile. Then goes there, aligns, and looks. Then he put the next tile. On the third tile, I saw that he is doing multiple times, 4 or 5 times. He is not getting that satisfaction. So I became very curious. I actually wanted to ask him why you are not getting that satisfaction, because I don't see anything wrong in that. But then fifth or sixth time, I could see a smile on his face. So he went there and uh, put the other one. See, to me, that is quality. Why? Because he knows that there is no one is supervising him. While laying the tile, he is the doer. While observing his own work, he is reviewing his work. So he is doing it for his self-satisfaction. Think of a situation, everyone in the organization is having this mindset. I am doing this work because I want to, derive that self-satisfaction. If something is not meeting to my satisfaction or my expectation, I won't even release that work. That's what that gentleman was doing. He could have very well just laid the tile and gone, because he knows that no one is observing. So to answer your question, everyone can do this, right?
Yeah, great, sir. So it's quite inspiring. Uh, so, sir, we understand, that every department or everybody in the organization, if they do their work to their self satisfaction, I think that's what you are telling, the culture of quality, right, sir? I think that's something that we've learned. So, sir, the moving from quality, to our next topic of compliance, actually. So it's evolving fast, and in today's scenario, what is that the clients are expecting in terms of compliance? We understand that there are a lot of certifications that
Yeah.
come for the compliance. So beyond those certifications, what are the expectations of the clients, sir?
Okay. So beyond the client's expectation, I can tell you that in an organization's own interest, the organization has to look beyond certification, because the statutory or regulatory certification is the bare minimum. One has to look beyond that. What I'm talking is the proactive compliance, or the identifying the risks in the system and proactively take measures to manage the risks. So that that's what is meant by the risk management approach. So what I'm trying to say is that certification is absolutely required, absolutely must, but those are just bare minimum. Look beyond that and bring in again a culture of proactive compliance. So by this time you would have realized that I am just linking everything to the culture. If I am working in a specific department, and if I know that there are certain compliance gaps, immediately it has to be identified, highlighted within the organization, and to be addressed. That is the cultural aspect or cultural angle.
Yeah. So, sir, you spoke about company culture and how it is linked to safety, quality, and compliance. Uh, and we understand that the most important part is that the cultural aspect
Yeah,
has to align.
yeah,
So sir, in a way, if you want to link all the three, and if you want to tell a concluding remark, how and where we are seeing it in future, or how to take it forward.
sure. Yeah, it's a very good question. So as I mentioned, whether it is safety, whether it is quality, or whether it is compliance, it is directly linked to the sustainability of the organization and the operational excellence. These are the two ways organization has to look at. And also, achieving this or executing this is tough, but it is worth doing. Organizations often, what they do is that they come up with a roadmap, because you can't achieve everything on day one or everything today, but have a clear roadmap that today I am here, I would like to go here. So take a stepwise process. Every time you bring in improvements, you bring in better systems. By that time, the environment also moves. This is a continuous journey, because every time you try to achieve a better standard, the environment or expectation also changes. So basically, to summarize, it's a journey, whether it is a safety culture transformation, or it's a quality culture transformation, or a proactive compliance, or risk management. All are journey. The most important thing is that one has to know that what needs to be done, and you can get there.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing these insights, and we'll definitely try to imbibe these. And on the journey forward,
Yeah.
we will try to imbibe all this together, so that, and yes, we understand that this is very, very important. And as you said, uh, a person who feels safe will definitely deliver, and and I think that's one of the most important thing. And driving the culture of quality, that's another thing that's very important. And compliance, on a proactive approach, I think these are the things I think we have taken.
Yeah, and also, to add that the senior management has a bigger role to play there to ensure, a culture which respects and which values uh, safety, quality, or proactive compliance.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Yeah,
you, Reshma. Any
thank
final
you.
comments for me?
So, what I understood is like safety, quality, and compliance are very important for an organizations. Like, if we talk about safety, safety is important for a person also. Like, while we are driving or while we are going anywhere, safety is important. Like, as same as for organization also, I think each employee should take as their responsibility to implement all the things.
There you go. Actually, that's how at an individual level or at a society level also these cultural transformations happen. So if employees practice safe work environment, practices here, they will definitely practice outside as well.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing such valuable insight with us.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on RESIPOD. If this episode helped you shift your perspective on what makes a CRO truly resilient and trusted, make sure to follow, subscribe, and share it with others. We'll be back soon with more insights from the world of specialty chemicals and silicone innovation.